The following program is classified PG. Parental guidance is recommended for viewers under the age of 15.
Yeah, right. Can you see me okay? Alright. Well, here we are. Got my Camtasia, got all my equipment, and as the weeks progress, I'll be getting even more equipment. So the quality of my videos are gonna be fantastic. So, how do we celebrate? By finally uploading my review on the pilot of The Simpsons. Yeah! It's a special occasion. Anyway, let's get right to it. Click, click, click. Boom. Yeah!
Oh, careful, Homer!
So the episode starts off with Homer speeding through the icy road with his wife Marge and his baby Maggie as they are late for a school pageant. Don't worry about Homer's voice too much, it does improve as the season progresses. This episode was written by Mini Pond and directed by David Silverman, who would go on to animate plenty more episodes in the future.
How you doing, Fred? Yeah, excuse me, Fred. Oh, pardon my galoshes.
Pardon my galoshes. So you see Homer and Marge sitting there and they look like a nice enough couple. Homer though just has this funny smile about him that if this is the very first time you see his character, like it was for me, he just has this face that you can't really tell what he's all about. And it's funny to see this character here and how different he's going to be in 21 seasons. Yeah, 21 seasons and counting. Ugh. It just keeps on dragging. And dragging, and dragging. On and on and on. So now it's like beating a dead horse. They just won't cancel it. Can't even remember what the newest episode is. Ugh. I heard they even had an episode dedicated to Hans and Moleman. They just can't let it go. They just won't retire the show. They won't retire it. Why can't they just Oh, and P.S. Principal Skinner here is voiced by Harry Shearer, who voices other characters that we're going to be introduced to soon enough throughout the seasons. You know, Flanders, Mr. Burns, and Smithers, and a few other background characters who I honestly can't remember right now. By the way, prepare to get really invested in Principal Skinner. You're going to see him plenty through my walkthroughs. He's just such an easy target to rip on.
Many lands, as presented by the entire second grade class.
Oh, Lisa's class.
I love that face.
That's German for Merry Christmas.
I will say that this opening segment, Santas of Many Lands, was very informative. What's going on is each student will dress up as different cultural interpretations of Santa Claus, or even figures who are similar to him and explain the different traditions behind their counterparts. We see Lisa for the first time as she makes her rendition of the Santa Claus of the South Seas, while at the same time demonstrating Springfield Elementary's lack of OH&S policies. But with a badass dance nonetheless.
The fourth grade will now favor us with a medley of holiday favorites.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Hop, 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 bells on bobtail ring. Make things
Isn't Bart sweet, Homer? He sings like an angel.
And here we are, introducing the man, the myth, the legend, Bart Simpson, with his rendition of the classic Batman Smells parody, which inspired a generation. Yeah. All the jokes we based on that song. But that little Hellraiser paved my childhood.
The fifth grade will now favor us with a scene from Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol.
and an accurate depiction of a father who has to sit through all this crap. And of course we see Bart and Lisa writing down the Christmas letters. Of course just moving their hands left and right and not actually writing anything. Or any new lines, just kind of small little squiggles, you know. Small budget though, so I'll let it go. Anywho, we learn a bit about Marge's personality here. She comes across as a glass half full person, and she clearly loves her family.
Grandpa is still with us, feisty as ever. Maggie is walking by herself. Lisa got straight A's, and Bart, well, we love Bart. All right, children, let me have those letters. I'll send them to Santa's workshop at the North Pole. A pony? Oh, Lisa, you've asked for that for the last 3 years, and I keep telling you Santa can't fit a pony into his sleigh.
Okay, this is why I'm not gonna have kids that grow up to believe in Santa. Short story here. One of my closest friends from back in the day, his name was Mr. Schnrub.
Yes, that'll do. Anyway...
He had a little brother who obviously they taught him about Santa and that he actually comes. And he bought it, he believed it. So one day they kind of sat him down to give him a talk that it wasn't real because he took it real seriously each year. Anyway, that damn kid started throwing so many tantrums. He picked up the guitar, which actually belonged to, he picked up his dad's guitar, who, I don't know what the story is behind that, but I think it actually belonged to one of the roadies from AC/DC. So, I don't think it was actually worth anything, but it's nice to imagine that perhaps one of the band members actually touched it, you know? But I'm pretty sure it wasn't worth anything. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, the kid was a damn wreck. I mean, for a long time. I mean, he looked like he went through a childhood trauma. No joke, man. Child services came over thinking that maybe something happened to this kid, but we just had to tell him, oh, hey, we told him Santa wasn't real. So, you know, they backed off saying, of course, of course. But, yeah, straight up lying to your kids. And then a lot of the parents are like, oh, but it's fun. It's so fun for them. It's not fun for him right now when you're telling him that it's not real. And all these years he was sitting on the lap of a complete stranger and, let's get back to the episode.
I really want a pony, and I've been really, really good this year.
Dear, maybe Bart is a little more realistic.
Bart more realistic? Good luck with that.
Yellow.
Marge, please.
Who's this?
May I please speak to Marge?
This is her sister, isn't it?
Is Marge there?
Who shall I say is calling?
Marge, please.
It's your sister.
No. Hello?
It's nice to see Marge through the seasons. She's just very happy to talk to other people. You see how warm and kind-hearted she is, and she just wants to be around others. She never shuts anyone out. She is a bit of a stereotype of the American housewife, and you'll see what I mean as the episodes progress.
Always so rude to us.
Well, that could have been nasty. Oh, I forgot to mention, Bart wanted a tattoo. I'm not sure if I put that into the video. But, yeah!
What do you think, kids?
Nice try, Dad.
Hey, Simpson!
What is it, Flanders?
Oh, do you think this looks okay?
Now, you will get to know Flanders very well. He's the character that Homer Simpson gets really, really jealous of throughout the seasons. And, he takes it, there's one episode where he's gonna bash his noggin with a steel pipe. Yeah, it's, pretty sad.
Do you want to go Christmas shop?
Whoa, oof. That is a trippy angle there. It reminds me of something from, like, MC Escher or something like that. Oh, that's gonna make me dizzy there. Let's move on.
Where have you been hiding the Christmas money?
Oh, I have my secrets.
I bet you do.
Oh, big jar this year.
We know there's something else in that here. So going to the mall to get each other presents, Bart has false reasoning playing out in his mind, thinking that if he can get a tattoo as a quote-unquote sign of love for his mother, she'll still accept it no matter what. But obviously he's just trying to justify getting a tattoo. even though he's underage, and his mum doesn't approve of it, and he has no permission. That's the word.
One mother, please.
Hold on there, bud. You gotta wait till 2006. Oh, he's not thinking of the energy drink. Yeah.
Wait a minute. How old are you?
21, sir.
Get in a chair.
Hard man to bargain with. So here we learn that Homer works at a nuclear power plant. And enjoy the video while it lasts, cause this is the most work you'll ever see Homer do.
Attention all personnel. Please keep working during the following announcement.
Now here's something that all the citizens of Springfield need to be worried about. It seems like throughout the years, all the radiation has stewed onto the food, specifically the donuts. I mean, what the hell's going on here? It has like the healing factor or something. Look at it. He takes a bite and nothing happens. It just grows back. Maybe this is where they make Weapon X. Donut X.
However, for you semi-skilled workers, there will be no Christmas bonuses.
And one more thing. Merry Christmas!
I love that after proudly announcing this terrible news, Mr. Burns has the audacity to proclaim Merry Christmas. Homer takes a whirl though, as he knows that the jar of money that Marge has can save the Christmas shopping. Sadly though, Marge finds Bart at the tattoo parlor and impulsively pays for it to be removed by a laser, reasoning that Homer's non-existent bonus can save the Christmas shopping.
It is rather expensive, and we must insist on a cash payment up front.
Thank God for Homer's Christmas bonus.
Since we have a good shot at Lisa here, when I was little I used to think that she was wearing a grocery bag for some reason. I don't know why, it didn't register in my head that she was wearing a dress. It looks like a paper bag.
Ow! Quit it. Used to be a real boss tattoo.
Real boss tattoo. Classic.
I meant to spend all the Christmas money having it surgically removed.
Now moving along, Homer doesn't tell the family that he didn't have the Christmas bonus. I guess he just wanted them to feel secure, and unfortunately that's gonna have to be based off lies. You know, this part always gets me, just freeze framing here. You know, seeing Homer just looking at Flanders' house and his home, you know. You just have this look like he feels like he's worthless. And throughout the show you actually see little hints of that. You know, Homer's clearly not the smartest guy, and yet he's just working with what he has. And it is rather sad, you know. These days men are really supposed to be, well, we're depicted to be these masculine figures that are unbreakable, we're not allowed to cry, and I suppose that's kind of a bit of how society kind of paints us out to be. Now obviously men and women, we're not the same thing, of course. Masculinity is nothing, there's nothing wrong with that, of course. It's you know, men and women are different. But because of how men are taught that they're supposed to act in a certain way, a lot of men don't go out to look for help in regards to depression and things like that, and it's really sad. It's a really big problem. Now, looking at Homer, you know, as the head of the family, his role in his mind is, you know, to put food on the table. He's got to support his wife, his kids, and, you know, he's the only one that has a job. His father doesn't have a job, Marge doesn't have a job, and he's putting a lot of that burden on himself. And unfortunately, he's not communicating with Marge, his wife, you know, and that's something that's absolutely essential in a relationship. He definitely should have spoken to her about it, but at the same time, you could see why he chose not to. Now, I'm not saying that him not talking to her was the right thing to do. Of course it's not. He should have spoken to her. But in his point of view, he wants his family to feel secure. So he doesn't want them to at all know that there is no money coming in right now. And it's really sad. This always gets me, you know. Yeah, it's just really, really sad.
I get the feeling there's something you haven't told me, Homer.
Huh? Oh, I love you, Marge.
Homer, you tell me that all the time.
Crap! He used to say that all the time. I didn't even know that. Damn, Homer. You really changed, don't you?
Marge, let's see. Ooh, look! Pantyhose. Practical and alluring.
And
A
alluring.
six-pack. Oh, only $4.99. Ooh, that's a paper. I bet Bart can think of a million things to do with these.
Oh yeah,
That
I'm
just
sure he
leaves
can.
little Maggie. Oh, look, a little squeak toy. Present for dogs, but she can't read.
You cheapskate! Oh, let me pause this.
Simpson, it's you.
Oh, God, I gotta pause this.
What a little mess we've got
Hold on.
Well, which one?
Oh, what a cheapskate! I wonder if that's how Superwog shops. I love that guy. You know, I got to meet him once. Real sweet guy. Yeah. Bro, you wanna go, cuz? Let's go! One-on-one! He's a sweet guy. If you ever meet him, he's top bloke. I love him.